Guwahati, a city of contrast. A river so blue that the horizon confuses. The banks so similar, yet the diversity mesmerizes. A city that is so cosmopolitan, yet the rural life leaves doubts. Yes, this is Guwahati. Situated in the mighty arms of the river Brahmaputra, adjoining two different worlds of the same genes. The hustle-bustle of the city is just like a painter's canvas, with multiple colors of lifestyle overlapping each other's opaque existence. The abstract outline of the city provokes one with questions about the people and their lives on these concrete and ruthless walls they call houses. Yet the river flows uninterrupted by the city's pace, and the activities of the river continues to provide livelihood to many. A so-called metro, yet an enlarged village in reality, Guwahati is sheltering the rich and the poor under the same roof. People from all walks of life participate in this chaos every day with the hope of a better and bigger life. For some, it is a carnival of options, yet some pass a lifetime to absorb the life in the faster lanes. Few acknowledge the lesser privileged class that lives a full circle of life close to the river at the edge of the city. Bridging the gap of these two worlds are the numerous ferries and small hotbodies, providing safe and time-saving passages to and fro the city to the north bank. If not less, thousands have various sources to depend on this river, the causes of each being different. Yet on the other arm of the river is the north bank, which offers lush green forest with simplicity of rural life, adding serenity with an ease. Away from the commercialization of the other side, the human civilization of the north bank are more than contented to be living a life little lesser materialistic than the city dwellers. Horaighat Bridge is the first rail-cum-road bridge constructed over the Brahmaputra River in Guwahati. It was opened to the traffic in April 1962 by then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. The North Brook Gate in Guwahati, located on the banks of the river Brahmaputra, was built to mark the arrival of then Viceroy of India, Thomas George Baring, better known as Lord Northbrook, in Guwahati on August 27, 1874. The gate was constructed near Sukleshwar Ghat, where Northbrook got down from the ship which brought him from Calcutta. The gate has since then become an important landmark of the city. They decided to welcome the Governor General by building an arch at the point of his embarkment in Guwahati, which would be named the Gate of Honor. Cotton College Government HS School, established in 1834 AD, is an institution for high school education located in the heart of Guwahati, Assam. A river that has witnessed eras, uncountable generations, leave an unforgettable impact in the minds of the living, unbiased to both the habitation that lay within its two sides. Even though the meaning of its very presence vary, yet as the darkness fall, the silent water with its breathtaking virgin beauty glorifies the banks like its own children, and one's mind simply wonders the contrast that lays beneath. Amidst the mechanical lives of the Guwahatians lies the contrasting serene lives of this rural people. Untouched by the other city side, these people continue to dwell in peace and prosperity. Their mentor being the river, their lives are tied with the strings of trust with the river as if they are a part of the same family. It's a land where nature, humans collide together to live in harmony and peace, protecting nature, saving humanity. We live a life of happiness amidst the openness of space. Guwahati cannot become as beautiful as this place. We don't like Guwahati much. We like staying here. There is not a single tree or greenery to be seen there. We cannot relate to such a place. North Bank, according to me, is a place of happiness and peace. Even though there are so many vehicles, there is discipline in the way of life. North Guwahati is a historical place also. We have Rosa Duar belonging to the Ahom era. We still have that place named after the king. Then for the entertainment of the kings, we have Rong Mahal. The first chief minister of Assam hails from North Guwahati. One of the renowned learned people like Lakshadhar Chaudhary was also from North Guwahati. And the scenic beauty of North Guwahati is very beautiful. The means of transportation during the Ahom Borphukon era was elephants and boats. Once the British came, they introduced horses. From 1880 onwards, bullock cart carriages started to operate. Prior to that, there were no bullock carts in Guwahati. Artisans were brought from Kolkata via North Bank and taken to Baihata Sariali and then to Sangsari, where they had set up a workshop to make the wooden wheels. Then for the common people, there was the matchbox-shaped horse carriages pulled by two horses. It had two doors and inside seats adjacently arranged. Then there was something called tong-tongs, which was a similar two-horse carriage but was pulled by one horse, which the rich people used. It was a status symbol of the rich families. According to some sources, in 1930s, Guwahati had 3 taxis and 30 to 35 motor rails. And prior to tong-tongs, there were dulas, which was pulled by 4 to 5 people, and riding on it were legends like Anandaram Thekial Phukon, Jaggaram Phukon, Janakiram Borua, who always traveled by these dulas. This was also the symbol of the rich people then. To go from one bank to the other, we used the boats and ferries. Only after 1962, the bridge of Horaighat was constructed. But the bridge often delays our time, for which we have to face many problems. During the rainy seasons, the ferries and the boats stops operating due to the floods. And again during the dry seasons, the tidal waves are very high, because of which the ferries and boats still stop to operate. So people have to face many difficulties. For instance, my son was studying in Cotton College and I tried to get a seat in the hostel. Even though he got the seat, the Vice Chancellor told me, "Why do you need a seat in the hostel when you are staying in North Guwahati only?" I answered him back, asking him what he really know about North Guwahati. Even though the distance is just 2-3 kilometers, but there were many problems underneath. I told him that since his sister was working in North Guwahati College, he should ask her instead of me about the situation. He was satisfied with my answer and gave hostel seat. The Borapahar Ghat that is near Fancy Bazaar is a historical ghat. When Ahom King Gadadhar Singha escaped the Mughals' attack in this very ghat, he got down and took shelter in Umananda Island. This ghat was customized for the Ahom king. Ironically, all the chief ministers of Assam like Gopinath Bordoloi, Bimala Prasad Cholia use this very ghat for their own mobility. The most important thing is during the independence war, all the leaders use this very ghat for their mobility. This ghat is of severe importance. As you know, the first 4 graduates of Assam are from North Guwahati: Anandaram Borua, Kobinaran Bora, Shivaram Bora and Madhav Bordoloi. When they studied in Cotton Collegiate, they used this very ghat for their transportation. This ghat has been instrumental in providing connectivity between the two ghats. Without this ghat, Fancy Bazaar will be of no importance, as Fancy Bazaar is the center for all trade and commerce and Pan Bazaar is the center of all transaction. It has all the courts and educational establishments. So people from both the banks use this ghat as an important point. In 1890 itself, North Guwahati Municipal Corporation was established and Jaggaram Borua was the first Indian to be part of this organization. After independence, the capital of Assam was in Shillong, and due to proper communication, maximum people from North Guwahati went away to Guwahati, and thus the population of North Guwahati decreased. Even though the area was fully rich with greenery, due to lack of communication, the development was very slow. In 1962, when the bridge was built, the scenario again changed. Now with the district headquarters here, things have changed. IIT is here, North Guwahati College is also doing well. Only thing which is lacking is one, speeds up the communication a bit, then we will prosper. Secondly, according to surveillance of India, the Horaighat bridge is deteriorating.
River business eta. Minutor bisor minute enake ahiye thake ferry bilak iparar mane kiparar.
Unfortunately, we have few very old ferries belonging to the Mankata era. They don't even have life jackets for the safety of the passengers. If tsunami comes, the people on board will vanish just like that. Before the Horaighat bridge came into existence, people and vehicles were brought to and fro from both the banks, and at least they could earn something. But one thing is for sure, that we need at least a footbridge to cross the river. Once upon a time during the 60s and 70s, even though development took place, yet there was peace and greenery everywhere. Now with passage of time, people have got hectic lives, but the difference between the two banks is North Bank people consciously make an effort to take out time to find solace amidst the hectic lives, whereas the city people don't have the taste for that. We are blessed to have a river like Brahmaputra near us, but with an institution like IIT in the North Bank, we have to think in different lines. We have to emphasize on the development of the locality also. Unfortunately, I have not seen them doing anything regarding the locality development. We have to ensure that without disturbing the natural environment, we have to think for the development of the North Bank also. Everyday war of the two worlds that the river silently stabilizes. Is it an idle place to be? Or it is just an illusion? Or it's the folded eyelids of the blind that has stopped them to see beyond the mirage across the river?